we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Stafford going to throw from the outset. Right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams sprint plays to start a game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Hey.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And the Rams had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 10 more there and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get it going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
53, ready.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Second and 1. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And on first and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now back to throw. He's got Patterson on the out route. Touchdown! Cordell Patterson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he'll have it past
that was a dot. Was looking good, boy.
Being taken down. 36 yards on the play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Stafford going to give this to Akers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, 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 hey.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The target carries were supposed to end Akers' 2021 season before it actually began. 5 months later, in a miraculous recovery, Akers made it back and helped the Rams win the Super Bowl. Now everyone in LA wants to know, how does he follow up that yeoman performance?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's at the 40, 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards.
Although he was picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder was actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it.
Hey, what it do, my brother?
Hey, 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 hey. 32. Alert.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stafford on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
A-Rod folded.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To the air again, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Yeah, they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll set up to throw.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
Complete to Cordero Patterson. A pickup of 10, but it brings up 4th down.
They'll look to throw. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
He'll look to throw.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it is 28-0.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Well, boy, I don't want to go to work today.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty run.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make it.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. On 4th down, Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Leroy. Drill right, 22.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And some room to work. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Stafford looks to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Ready.
2nd down and 5.
Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald, because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bryan Edwards.
41 yards.
And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it is 42-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
From the 27, Stafford, throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
32.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
He was brought down by Troy Anderson.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That's good for Rams. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Ernest Jones coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Come on, man.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, now he's super inaccurate. Come on, bro.
And they turn it over.
She's trying to get
The
the
Falcons
stats,
go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
59!
Stafford. Robinson's got it. Oh, a good move at the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
59!
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is going to have the Rams Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Easy, easy. Hey. Hey. Like 7.
The shotgun snap for Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Do I even got 1 sack on the season? Something ain't right. Boy got 4 of them things. 1 game. Oh, we ain't getting no sacks.